While I was asleep last night, the spirits told me to seek guidance.
And he said to me, "You are not a better judge than God or wiser than the Most High. Let many perish who are now living, rather than that the law of God which is set before them be disregarded. For God strictly commanded those who came into the world when they came, what they should do to live, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient and spoke against him. They devised for themselves vain thoughts and proposed to themselves wicked frauds. They even declared that the Most High does not exist, and they ignored his ways. They scorned his law and denied his covenants. They have been unfaithful to his statutes and have not performed his works. Therefore, Ezra, empty things are for the empty, and full things are for the full. For behold, the time will come when the signs which I have foretold to you will come to pass, that the city which now is not seen shall appear, and the land which now is hidden shall be disclosed, and everyone who has been delivered from the evils that I have foretold shall see my wonders. For my son the Messiah shall be revealed with those who are with him, and those who remain shall rejoice 400 years. And after these years, my son, the Messiah shall die, and all who draw human breath. And the world shall be turned back to primeval silence for 7 days, as it was at the first beginnings, so that no one shall be left. And after 7 days, the world which is not yet awake shall be roused, and that which is corruptible shall perish. And the earth shall give up those who are asleep in it, and the dust those who dwell silently in it, and the chambers shall give up the souls which have been committed to them. And the Most High shall be revealed upon the seat of judgment, and compassion shall pass away, and patience shall be withdrawn, but only judgment shall remain. Truth shall stand, and faithfulness shall grow strong, and recompense shall follow. And the reward shall be manifested. Righteous deeds shall awake, and unrighteous deeds shall not sleep. Then the pit of torment shall appear, and opposite it shall be the place of rest, and the furnace of hell shall be disclosed, and opposite it the paradise of delight. Then the Most High will say to the nations that have been raised from the dead, "Look now and understand whom you have denied, whom you have not served, whose commandments you have despised. Look on this side and on that. Here are delight and rest, and there are fire and torments. Thus he will speak to them on the day of judgment, a day that has no sun or moon or stars or cloud or thunder or lightning or wind or water or air or darkness or evening or morning or summer or spring or heat or winter or frost or cold or hail or rain or dew or noon or night or dawn or shining or brightness or light, but only the splendor of the glory of the Most High, by which all shall see what has been determined for them. For it will last for about a week of years. This is my judgment and its prescribed order, and to you alone have I shown these things." I answered and said, "O sovereign Lord, I said then and I say now, blessed are those who are alive and keep thy commandments. But what of those whom I prayed? For who among the living is there that has not sinned, Or who among men that has not transgressed thy covenant? And now I see that the world to come will bring delight to few, but torments to many. For an evil heart has grown up in us, which has alienated us from God, and has brought us into corruption and the ways of death, and has shown us the paths of perdition, and removed us far from life. And that not just a few of us, but almost all who have been created. He answered me and said, Listen to me, Ezra, and I will instruct you, and will admonish you yet again. For this reason, the Most High has made not one world but two. For whereas you have said that the righteous are not many but few, while the ungodly abound, hear the explanation for this. If you have just a few precious stones, will you add them lead and clay? I said, Lord, how could that be? And he said to me, Not only that, but ask the earth, and she will tell you. Defer to her, and she will declare it to you. Say to her, You produce gold and silver and brass, and also iron and lead and clay. But silver is more abundant than gold, and brass than silver, and iron than brass, and lead than iron, and clay than lead. Judge therefore which things are precious and desirable, those that are abundant, or those that are rare. I said, O sovereign Lord, what is plentiful is of less worth, for what is more rare is more precious. He answered me and said, Weigh within yourself what you have thought. For he who has what is hard to get rejoices more than he who has what is plentiful. So also will be the judgment which I have promised, for I will rejoice over the few who shall be saved, because it is they who have made my glory to prevail now. And through them my name has now been honored. And I will not grieve over the multitude of those who perish, for it is they who are now like a mist, and are similar to a flame and smoke. They are set on fire and burn hotly, and are extinguished.
So last night when I was asleep, or this morning when I was sleeping, I heard, it was my own voice, and it was saying, ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. Just kept saying it. Ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. Kept saying it. Kept saying it. Kept saying it. Loud and clear. Very loud and clear. And then I woke up. It was like 6:30. I was half asleep, half up already. But ask for guidance. Real loud and clear. So I'm just letting y'all know that we have to incorporate that in our prayer every day. Asking for guidance. Sincerely and genuinely, literally seeking guidance. Okay. And I know why, because I've been wondering. I've been saying, what should I really do? What should the daily routine really be? What should we do really in the morning? You know, how should we end off the night? What should I really be studying? What should I be teaching? What comes first? What's most important? At this point in time, I was wondering yesterday, what should we be eating? Should we really be eating crackers and pretzels and stuff from the store? Should we really be eating these frozen vegetables? Should we really be buying their apples and oranges? Should we? I've seen the images of them injecting apples with syringes and oranges and everything, meat. They didn't show us them injecting everything at this point. Everything that you can eat. Besides candy, I didn't see everything else getting injected. Meat, fruits, and vegetables. And now I see what they're trying to do with this so-called new study they got. They're trying to say don't barely cook stuff, barely cook meat. They want you barely cook, even frying vegetables and stuff. They're trying to get this. They're trying to poison us. They're trying to, you know what I mean? Right now, it's like we're in a battle for our own body. You're playing tug of war with the government, with the satanic government, for your own body, bro. They want it. Seriously. They really, really want it bad. And at this point, we're just trying to hold on. Many people have lost their mind, man. Like, bro, seriously. It's getting worse. I'm seeing the worst stuff. You know what I saw last night? I'm on the National Gun Violence Memorial page, and a woman is on there. And it says that her fiance killed her and her 13-year-old son. You can click on a woman's Facebook page. So I did. And guess what? The day before she died, literally, the day before she died, she was showing an engagement ring, saying that I'm engaged and how much she loves her husband, how much she loves him. She said, I can't get enough of him. Literally the very next day, that same dude blew that woman away, bro, and her son. That guy. I'm reading the comments and everybody's saying, oh, I feel so bad for you. Blessings to you. Walk hand in hand up to God with your son. But nobody's questioning what is really going on. What really, really happened. I see it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the timeline. 6 days ago, she's engaged. 5 days ago, she died. I said, wow, she died the very next day. What's going on? What happened? What happened? I know what happened. I know what happened. I wasn't even there, but I know what happened. He went out and bought this woman a big old diamond. It was huge. And the thing is it's an unrighteous. I'll tell you right now, it's an unrighteous union. Because it's an Israelite brother. It's a black it's a black dude and an Asian girl. She likes black men because all her children are half black, half Asian. So anyway, she appears to be Asian. She's one of them foreign. So anyway, though, he goes out and buys her a ring. You know, they celebrate. They have a good day that day. A great day that day. It's one for the books. But then they go to sleep. And the demon wakes him up in the middle of the night. Wake up. And he wakes up. Says, look through her phone. And so he looks through her phone. And the demon knew that she would be caught red-handed. They know when to tell you to look. And so he looks and he sees it. She's red-handedly cheating on this dude. He sees it red-handed. You cheated on me. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no denying this. It's right there. Proof. He loses his mind, man. His mind was already lost. There's a picture of her and him sitting down to eat. Out to eat. And the dude is eating a big old steak with some broccoli. Now, broccoli is genetically engineered. Doesn't even exist. And the steak that he's eating, it's wicked. It's everybody, I'm telling you, the common denominator here, I'm starting to figure it out, is that everybody's eating the meat. The person who got shot today, they ate some kind of meat today because it just has to be on the menu. And the person who shot the person today, they had some kind of meat today because it just has to be consumed. People don't even want dinner unless they got some kind of meat with it. I don't want that. And you got no meat. I don't want that. They're not eating breakfast with just eggs and grits and some toast. That's incomplete. I'm telling you. I'm seeing it. I know what it is. And I'm telling y'all. There's some very strange stuff happening right now in the world. And this is why the spirits told me. They said you don't have to die. Oh, it's a possibility. Yes, you could indeed die. But if you hearken to my voice, then you won't. Yeah, the Most High actually does talk to me. I'm not one of them people who just say that. He actually really does. He has been for years now. So all I'm saying is that was some great information. And it should have been it was a great information telling me to ask for guidance. And it should have been common sense to do that. But do I ask for guidance in my prayer every day? No, I don't. Sometimes I do. But now I know. Ask for guidance every day. Okay? Because in a world where everybody's being misled and they have their own description in their heart of God, and they all think that they're good to go, and I'm rich, I got money, look at my house, look at my car, I'm blessed. They have an inverted idea of God. You heard? Somebody just wrote me yesterday and said that they're a real I think they said that they're a real messenger, and they said, brother, you're a prophet, and I'm an actual messenger, and the rich people want to starve, is what they said. I never got a chance to write them back, but they said that the rich are going to starve terribly bad. Listen, do you know what it's like to eat, but don't get no satisfaction? You see what I'm saying? If you're hungry and I give you plastic to eat, but it smells good and it looks good and it has good fragrance and stuff, how much of it do you think you're going to have to eat before you feel full? And then how soon do you think you're going to be hungry again? What do you think is going to happen when you're eating genetically engineered, bioengineered food? Listen, when you take something that's genetically engineered, it's fake. And then you add bioengineering to it. That's electronics, chips, nanos. So you're really not even eating food. You're literally eating something that they created, some type of synthetic fuel to put inside of a machine. That's basically what it is, synthetic fuel to pump inside of a machine. It's like when you pump gas at the gas pump, it doesn't smell like gas no more. But whatever that crap is, your car still runs off of it. But the gas prices are going up. So they switched real gas out. They replaced it with something else, and the price went up. Right? So it's just like it's just like food. It's just like the quality of food. It lowered. The quality of food went way down, but then it costs more. How much is a bag of apples now? Some of them bags be $9. Sometimes it's $7.50. Sometimes it's $5. You never really know when you go in there what you're going to get, how much it's going to cost you for some apples. But you're never going to walk down the street and see an apple tree, that's for sure. And if you do, it's probably on somebody's property. And if you walk up to grab an apple, they could blow your brain out. In this day and age that we're living in, they can blow you away. For walking up to the apple tree to simply grab an apple, they can blow your brain out and say you was trespassing on my property. Especially if you're black. White person can't do that with a white person. They'll go to jail. If a white person does that with a white person, they will go to jail. If a black person does that to a white person, they will go to jail. But if a white dude in the suburbs does that to a teenage kid, they're getting off the hook. That's not because I'm being racist or biased. That's because I'm speaking the truth, and it's true. And everybody needs to know this, and it must be spoke about. Because your children might sit around and watch somebody doing something and getting away with it and think that they can just go and do it and get blasted that same very day. There's no holds barred in this day and age. These devils are not playing. People's vessels have been opened up. Let's not leave out the fact that these people are all juiced up on the stuff. See what I'm saying? These people are all juiced up on the stuff. The Chinese lady who I spoke of, she's in a picture standing next to a Bentley in one of her pictures. So you know they had some real bread, you know? So you know she got it. The upper class people ran out and got it. And now it's a massacre. All right, so we need guidance living in this world with these robotic people, these people who, this is like Avatar. These people's bodies now are just avatars. They literally opened up and let the demons come in, the Nephilim. The spirits, the Most High said that the giants will be spirits on the planet. They want in. They want to inhabit your bodies. And yeah, they are. Yeah. They're operating as your boss. Literally operating as your teacher. I be asking a lot of questions, bruh. Like, how could a teacher play hangman with some children, acting like she don't know what this game is signifying and what type of message, even if it ain't signifying that, what kind of message is it sending to the child playing hangman? What kind of message is it sending? Don't play stupid. The teacher, when the teacher came to get this job, she took an oath. Just like the cop, when he came to get his job, he took an oath. See what I'm saying? The Star-Spangled Banner was probably sung in a lot of cases. Think about that. And then look at their symbolism. With the little children, they aim towards the Star-Spangled whatever flag. And they make an oath in a treaty every day. They vow. They pledge allegiance. You know what I mean? In order for a teacher to become a teacher, she was doing a lot of pledging. College and all that. Think about it, the principal too. It's just satanic. You expect these people to have a heart. They have no heart. They forfeited their heart for money and for a career in this military industrial complex. They have no heart. I seen a teacher begin to get a heart, Mr. Thetford. And they killed him. That man just dropped dead. I don't even think he made it to his 50s. He like 46, 40, like 40, maybe 51. I don't know. He's a young man. As soon as that man gained some type of consciousness and started trying to literally help, that man was dead. They killed him. I knew something was wrong. I was like, nah. They killed him. Cold turkey. You heard? So we need to ask for guidance in this day and age. The wheat are being separated from the tare. Oh man, there's a big fork coming through the road. There's a big old fork coming through the road. And if you try to stand in the middle, it's just going to crush you. It's just going to chop you in half. You hear me? It's just going to chop you straight up the middle. There is no standing in the middle. There is no in between. There is no in between. And that's why we need guidance. We need guidance. We need to pray for it. We need to ask for it. All right? Peace.